as you can see, I have a package here from Goulet Pens. This is an order that I placed recently because I saw that they had a limited edition pen that I had been waiting for them to restock. They had them back in stock, so I jumped on the opportunity to purchase it, and the package is here, so let's see what's inside. So as you can tell, I got a fountain pen and then a bunch of fountain pen sample inks. So I picked up 5 fountain pen ink samples. I think Goulet Pens has a really great variety of ink samples compared to other stores. I always have to try something when I order from Goulet Pens just because there are so many different inks that I'd like to try, but I don't necessarily want a full bottle of it. So I purchased my first BENU fountain pen. This is a limited edition BENU that's only available at Goulet Pens. And when I saw it was back in stock, because I missed out the first time, I had to just immediately purchase it. So one thing that I noticed and I read about online is that BENU has committed to plastic-free packaging, which is amazing because so many fountain pen companies, everything is in plastic and just unnecessary type of packaging. So I love that about them. All of their packaging is in recyclable paper and cardboard, I believe, boxes. You get a lifetime warranty, which is amazing, and a large blue ink cartridge. And then, as you can see, no plastic, still some paper in the box. Here's the pen. It's so beautiful. So here it is. This is the BENU Euphoria Iced Caramel Latte, which is a collaboration between BENU and the Goulet Pens company. This is one of 3 pens that was part of the Goulet Pens exclusive special edition refreshments collection, which were all BENU fountain pens that were designed after drinks. And this one, the Iced Caramel Latte, was by far the most popular of the collection, I believe. It sold out so quickly, so that's why I wasn't able to purchase it the first time around, which I believe was in November. So I was so happy that they brought it back and that I was able to snag one. It's just so cute, and it really does resemble a caramel latte. I love the different colors and how they kind of like melt into one another. I love the gold flecks, and the cap, the finial, has a lot of the gold glitter. The clip is really nice too. You can just like move it and it clips on really easily. The weight of it is very lightweight, which is a nice surprise. It looks kind of bulkier than a normal pen, but actually it feels really nice in the hand. It's not too heavy and it doesn't feel even that big. It does post, and it looks a lot bigger than, a normal sized fountain pen, but actually it feels quite comfortable to hold, and I have smaller hands. This actually feels really comfortable to me. Even unposted, it feels very comfortable as well. So yeah, it feels really nice in the hand. I purchased the fine sized nib. I was very indecisive. I was deciding between the fine and the medium, but I did hear from other friends in the community as well as read online that BENU fountain pen nibs generally run much broader than your average fountain pen nib, and so the fine is actually quite broad, so I decided on the fine in the end, but I was a little bit afraid to get a medium as my first BENU pen, so I'm hoping that it's exactly as I imagined. This also comes with a ink converter, which is really nice that it's included, and then also comes with that one ink cartridge as well. So I am very excited to ink this up and try it out for the first time. So I've decided that I will use an ink that I've actually recently added to my ink collection, which is the Ferris Wheel Press Steeped Umber ink, and I think it matches perfectly with the new BENU pen. It is a light colored brown that seems to match perfectly with this light brown of the pen that represents the caramel in the caramel latte of this pen. I think it just matches beautifully. And then you have a little bit of the darker brown tones in it as well, which goes with that. Now, of course, you don't have to match your pens with your ink. It's just something fun that I like to do. And if I have similar inks to the colors of my pens, I just think it's a fun way to experiment with different colors and inks and my pens. So this is the full bottle that I have of the Ferris Wheel Press Steeped Umber. Their bottles are just gorgeous. Just so much thought and beautiful design goes into all of their inks. So it's always nice to have the full bottles of the Ferris Wheel Press inks. I just think they are beautiful to look at as well as beautiful to use. Another ink contender for this pen that I was thinking about was also a Ferris Wheel Press ink. This is the Oyster Hour ink. I have a sample of this, but I cannot seem to find the full bottle at US retailers online. They seem to be sold out at many places, so I'm hoping it'll come back in stock and that I can buy a full-size bottle. But this is also another brown ink, and it's very similar to Steeped Umber, but I don't know if you can really tell, but it kind of has a olive undertone, and it is slightly darker than Steeped Umber. And I find that Steeped Umber seems to just be a better match for this lighter caramel color. But I do really love Oyster Hour. I think it's a beautiful shade. So I hope I can purchase it in a full-size bottle soon and have that in my collection as well. This pen is really wonderful. I've actually been using it for a couple weeks now, maybe 2 weeks, and I love it. It is such a wonderful pen. I actually don't like to write with it posted. I just find that it is actually a bit too big for my small hand, but it's comfortable and it's lightweight. I just don't like the extra length, and I don't think it's necessary. The nib is very smooth. It writes beautifully, and I never have any trouble with it. It does run on the more wet side of fine nibs, but I actually prefer that. I don't actually find that it writes as broadly as some people say, but I will say that it is a wetter nib. And overall, I just still really love writing with this pen. I think the quality is amazing. It feels very comfortable in the hand, and it's actually really nice and lightweight as well. Besides from that gorgeous, unique sparkle that it has in the color, I find that this pen I am gravitating towards more often, and is just as much of a pleasure to write with as it is to admire the beautiful design and handiwork. I think another great thing about this pen that I've noticed is that the ink capacity is really good. It holds quite a lot of ink compared to other pens that I own, and I feel like you can get a lot of writing out of it. It is perfect for longer writing sessions, in my opinion, and I just think that you get a lot more value based on that and based on the nib that comes with this compared to a lot of other fountain pens. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below, did you also pick up one of the BENU Goulet Pens Iced Caramel Latte fountain pens, or another one of their limited edition collaboration pens from the Refreshments collection? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks again for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!